Hello everybody, and welcome back to another Diecast video. Back with the iRacing talks. I didn't get to do one last week, and next week we won't have one. Well, we probably won't have one. We might, I don't know yet. It'll all depend. We'll talk about that in a minute. Hold on here, just want to turn that down a little bit. And so, first off, just want to say, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to these, or like and comment on the video and subscribe to the channel. Helps a lot. Kind of been a little inactive lately. I just haven't really had a whole lot of time to make new diecast reviews, and I'm gonna make some today. So hopefully we'll be back doing daily. But I just haven't had a lot of time. And in terms of iRacing videos, haven't had a lot of motivation. That was actually the first thing on the list I wanted to talk about, was my kind of absence from uploading these iRacing videos. Not these ones, but races. The last 3 weeks, I think it's been, Kentucky was 3 weeks ago, and then New Hampshire, and now Phoenix. And it's just, for lack of a better term, been a shit show. And I just haven't had a lot of good races. I think I did 3 races at Kentucky, and each one I got taken out on the first lap by somebody who just wrecked me, straight up. I don't even remember. I know one of them just straight cut down the track, like some of you saw in that story on my Instagram at Phoenix. Some of them were just people that wrecked, and just big mess. So Kentucky was kind of the start of it. Then we went to New Hampshire, and it wasn't lap 1, but it was within the first 10 laps, and I did 2 races, and again, just bad luck, got taken out, and right there I was kind of lost motivation at that point. And it's hard to find motivation to make these videos, to race and put in the time, however long it takes to do the race, but also practice and stuff. It's hard to find the motivation and time to do it when you keep getting taken out on the first lap and you can't even race. So I kind of took a little break. I did one race at Phoenix, which I posted on my Instagram story, and the trend continued. If you saw the post, what it was is kind of just explaining why I haven't uploaded races recently. And basically, this guy came down. We were on corner exit, and this guy came down literally from the wall, and I was on the line down on the bottom, and he was at the wall, corner exit, and he literally just cut straight down across my nose and took me out. And I got an 8X within the first 3 laps, or 4 laps, something like that. So I had enough. I took a break. I want to get back into it. Trucks probably won't happen this week because they're at Eldora. And if you have iRacing and you've raced at Eldora in trucks, you know that it's a mess. So probably gonna wait 1 more week for trucks, and then probably start up. That's why I'm at Michigan here in this video, is start up again at Michigan, and hope for better things. But next week, if I do any iRacing, or this week actually, it's Monday right now. If there's any iRacing that I do this week, it will be dirt late model, Xfinity, ARCA, maybe a modified. Just something like that. Maybe a couple unofficial races would be a good way to get back into it. I don't know. But I want to try and get back into it here and try and just flip the trend around and start making it to the end of some of these races and stop getting taken out in the first 3 laps. But that's why there's been an absence from uploading. Like I said, it's tough to want to put in the time and the effort to make the video when you keep getting taken out. And that's kind of spread to the other things. Is I haven't been uploading as much recently, is because it's kind of impacted just my overall desire and motivation to upload as a whole. So I got to turn that around. But one thing that is going to turn it around is obviously this video will be up, and you'll get the week's videos in, because I'm going to try and do daily. Like I said, some iRaces and Diecast reviews and things like that. But the one thing that's going to get my motivation back, and you could probably hear it right there in my voice, I'm hype, I'm pumped. Going to Loudon this weekend, August 2nd, Sunday. Gonna be there. It's gonna be awesome. Gonna get to see a race. I was originally supposed to be at 3 or 4 races, NASCAR races this year, and Corona just completely took that out of the picture. And for a minute there, it was looking like I wasn't gonna get to see a race. But we're having one at New Hampshire. I'm hyped. Gonna get to see it. I will be vlogging. That's what I'm talking about with the video. It's gonna bring the motivation back. Is I will be vlogging that that experience there, and it's gonna be something. There's been a couple vlogs out from a couple NASCAR YouTubers that I know of, like E-Step and WinVow. Did vlogs. WinVow's done a couple, but most recently at the All-Star race. So I'm interested to see how my experience at New Hampshire will kind of differentiate and be as similar to their experiences. But stay tuned. That's why I said I don't know if there will be an iRacing Talks next week. It might just be the vlog. So obviously the vlog's going to happen on Sunday. I'm going to be at the race recording it, and then I'm going to try and get it up Monday or Tuesday. So there might be, there might not be. It all depends on how things go, where the vlog is at, and that kind of thing. So don't hold your breath for an iRacing Talks next week, because it might be replaced by the vlog. But I'm super excited. I was supposed to have more vlogs for you guys this year. One at Dover with garage passes, and then one at the Pocono doubleheader, and then Loudon, and then some wheeling stuff at Thompson, Stafford, and New Hampshire for fall, full throttle fall. So I was supposed to have a good 6 or 7 vlogs for you guys this year, or this season. Just didn't turn out that way, but happy I get to get at least one for you guys. And then moving on to this past week at Kansas, we had a cup race on Thursday, truck and ARCA on Friday, truck on Saturday, and Xfinity on Saturday. So starting off with the cup race, that was on Saturday. Denny Hamlin won. If I remember correctly, there was kind of a good battle going on there at the end between Harvick, Keselowski, and Hamlin. Harvick kind of fell back, but Keselowski was gaining on him there towards the end. But Denny Hamlin won. Almirola 6th, Custer 7th. My boy Chase finished back in 12th. Not a whole lot going on. Not a whole lot that I really remember from the cup race. It was a great race. It was. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a pretty good race. But just not a whole lot of memorable stuff. The one thing, or not the one thing, but the most memorable thing from that race was Ryan Preece's ride. It was towards the middle end of the race. Ryan Preece kind of got slammed on his right side. Something happened up above, and they were 3 wide, and they hit the wall, slammed down into Preece on the bottom, and you could just, there's certain wrecks where you can kind of see the outcome before it happens, and that was one of them. you could just see by the way he was headed towards that inside wall that he was not going to slow down. The speed he was going was at the speed he was going to hit, and he was moving. It was a scary wreck. It was probably right up there with Newman's wreck. Not as bad, not nearly as bad. He didn't get hit a second time while being upside down, but he hit the wall and 4 wheels were off the ground. He spun around a couple times. Car was destroyed, and it looked a lot worse than what it was, apparently. Call it adrenaline or him being younger, whatever you want to call it. But he hit that wall hard, and you could just tell there was kind of an immediate panic, with the announcers and everything. But he flew out of that car, and he was something pissed. He got out, and he was, swinging his arms around for a minute or a second there, and you could see he was mouthing something to himself, pretty pissed off, evidently. And then he stepped back towards the car to get his mask out and rip the mask out of his car. And he was just, the whole thing was just pretty funny how just aggressive he was for what just happened. That you could tell he was frustrated and he wrecked. So obviously anybody would be, but I didn't expect him to be. I expected a different emotion than just pure rage, but it's probably part of his modified past. But he, thankfully, he was okay. Hard wreck, hard hit. He was running pretty good too, so really sucks. I'm pretty sure Stenhouse had a problem as well, his teammate. He had an electrical problem early in the race, and that took him out. So, bad day at the track for JTG. Finished 34th and 40th for their 2 drivers. There's an accident there involving some of the other drivers. Jimmy Johnson was in a wreck. He made it back out on the track, but he didn't pass the damaged vehicle policy, so they had to black flag him. Chris Buescher, accident. Logano, DiBenedetto, Bubba, accident. And Timmy Hill, Reed Sorensen, and Stenhouse had electrical problems. So, moving on to the truck race. Doubleheader. First one was Friday night, and that winner was Austin Hill. Ben Rhodes finished second. Eckes was third. Zane Smith finished fourth. And he led a good amount of the laps. He's kind of keeping up. He's been the dark horse, so to speak, this year. He's shown up at a lot of the races and performed well, which a lot of people, I think, didn't expect. I can tell you, I didn't really expect it. He was kind of, wouldn't even say part-time with Junior Motorsports last year in Xfinity, because he only did 3 races, something like that. It wasn't many. And now all of a sudden he's full-time in the top 2, probably the second best truck team behind KBM, running full-time, and hasn't gotten a win, but he's done really well and been impressive. So good to see there. Not a lot else from that race that I really remember. But oh, maybe not. Hold on a minute. May have just messed that all to hell. No, yeah, I did. I was looking at standings. Zane Smith finished 6th though. Moffitt was 2nd, and Eckes, I think I said Eckes, or Eekes, like Michael Coase Jr. does on his channel. Been watching him too much, I guess. He finished 13th. So Austin Hill still won. And then not a lot to talk about from the ARCA race. Just never really is. Fell asleep. It was at 10 p.m. right after, about an hour after the truck race ended, and I had work the next morning, so couldn't really stay up. I tried I left the TV on. I just fell asleep because not a lot going on. Then the Saturday truck race, Matt Crafton is your winner, breaking a 3-year, I think it was, winless streak. Finally getting that win, and he earned it. Christian Eckes finished second, and he was charging there at the end. Enfinger third, Tanner Gray finished fourth. So good job to him. Zane Smith ninth, and my boy Spencer Boyd with a pretty good finish compared to what they usually do, finishing 18th. Then the Xfinity race. Brandon Jones finally turns his luck around in the Xfinity series and gets a win. I think the last 2 or 3 races he's crashed on the first lap, kind of like me in iRacing. Just unlucky, but finally turned it around, got the win. Austin Cindric loses that 3-race win streak, but he did finish second. Harrison Burton third, Ryan Sieg fourth, and Ross Chastain fifth. It was a pretty great finish. There was a caution there, a couple cautions late. Ryan Sieg stayed out to try and get the win, overtime line, whatever it was. They tried to stay out, and unfortunately fell back to fourth. But it was a great finish. Good to see. And one thing from I think it was the Saturday truck race. Brett Moffitt. Want to pull that up here so I can be sure. Now, Brett Moffitt, pretty sure he wrecked out at one point. Yeah, he finished 27th in an accident. And you know how they do the kind of post-accident interviews? Well, they did one for him leaving the infield care center, and he accidentally swore. I won't repeat it because I try not to swear on the channel, but it was a 4-letter word that began with F, and he said it, and like right after he said it, he kind of chuckled and oop, 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 and kind of tried to, like, you could tell he knew he did, and he didn't mean to. It just came out, and he tried to like just continue the rest of the interview, like downplaying it and being very careful about what he said. I just slipped out. It happens, and they apologized for it after the interview, but I just thought his reaction was kind of funny. If you missed it, you probably find it somewhere if you looked hard enough, but just kind of a funny reaction to get. Then the next thing, and Dale Jr. posted this on his Instagram last week at some point, not sure when, but September build for iRacing, which I think that might be the start of a new. It's got to be the start of a new season, because that's when they would add stuff like this. But Nashville is coming to iRacing in September, so pretty cool. Definitely excited, and looking forward to it. I love getting new tracks, new cars, just new content to iRacing's pretty great. So looking forward to a new asphalt track. There's still NASCAR asphalt tracks that I don't have, so gonna have to catch up a little bit, but just I'm excited. They're going to it next year, maybe. Of course, this all depends on Corona and everything. So, just ready for that, I guess. One last thing that I do want to talk about is Michael Waltrip has been on Twitter, and he's been pretty active about his love life recently, apparently. See if I can find the exact tweets here. I think he had 2 tweets. I'm trying to find the first one, which maybe he didn't, I don't know. Maybe there was only one. Pretty sure there was 2. Can't find it. But one of them, he he says, I feel like every X makes me a better next, so hit me up if you're interested. And he tweeted that, and you ought to go read some of these comments on the on his tweet there, because some of them are just funny. So go check him out. Go check out his Twitter if you haven't. But yeah, Michael Waltrip's been all over Twitter. He was noticed by Barstool Sports, or the Rubbin' His Racing page, so the Racing Barstool Sports, for that tweet. And it's just funny stuff, because it just is. But that'll do it for this one. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. Make sure you like and subscribe. Check out the other links down below, and stay tuned for the vlog. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.